This week we started with some high organic matter fields which have never been ploughed before. This enabled us to start drilling even in the wet. What we've learnt from experience is the need for consolidation. Even after beans, soil can be left open and the winter wheat crop is susceptible to slugs. Therefore, especially in wet years like 2012 and possibly again this year, we have lost crops not consolidated or rolled. That year, back in 2012, we invested in a 5-metre mounted press for exactly these situations. And because it's wet again this year, we ran the press. Good afternoon. So this field in particular, we've suffered from a lot of rain. We're up to about 70 mil since it started raining. As James is just going in the background, as you can see. So I just want to have a quick run through about why this is so stressful, what our school of thinking is, and we'll take it from there. So I'm standing on the division here between undrilled and drilled. It's not our usual policy to leave this much rape residue. The real reason was it was so dry summer, and therefore I wanted to conserve moisture. I wanted some active roots in the soil. There's a bit of a school of thought to say have a crop to attract the pests, and as you can see here, the leaves have been, this is more slug damage, but it could certainly have attracted flea beetle larvae. So all reasons to leave the residue in place, or the volunteers in place. So the cultivations we did, it's all been mole ploughed. You can see up and down the hill a mole plough there, and then at 3 meters at intervals there's another mole plough here. So it's been mole ploughed, left ridges. So we decided we do want to come through with our coon cultivator, which we've been through. Then it started raining, and it hasn't really stopped raining since. So this is our first opportunity to get on the land. We are drilling out here. It's not really our standard procedure, but we shall see how it turns out. So I'm very keen to use the sky drill here because the sky gives us more consolidation, and this is after the coulters have been through, and you can see it's nice and firm here. It's been firm behind the seed, and also we can put on Avadex and slug pellets. That's what the little blue dot is. So when we have a high slug pressure after rape like this, then getting slug pellets and Avadex on certainly helps us. So that's why we're pushing for the use of the sky. We actually have the Claydon working elsewhere in the block, but it does leave it a lot fluffier, and so needs much more consolidation. And in a catchy year where it's not drying, where the ground stays wet, consolidation is a real issue. How do you get on without causing compaction? How do you get rolls to work if the soil sticks to it? So that is what we're struggling with this week, and that's why we're finding it a tad stressful, but fingers crossed we'll get through it. So the last operation is rolling, Cambridge rolling, and although it's picking up behind the wheels, you can see the mud below the wheels. So it's picking up from a tractor on the roller. But other than that, it's going quite well. This was one of the early fields we drilled this week. We managed to press it with a front press, but most of our other fields we're going with a culti press. And then it gets rolled, and all of this happens before our pre-emergence herbicides.